Hi everybody. I want to talk about the things sick people don't or won't do. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Homick from Homick Advanced Chiropractic and BrainSense Telehealth Self-Discovery Sessions. And this is my YouTube channel called Brain Snob. And I'm going to explain to you how important it is to be called a brain snob or to be a brain snob. It's not an insult. It's a high compliment. But if you know how your brain works, you can give yourself amazing life experiences. And who doesn't want that? So, especially, I want you to grow your talent every day. That means challenging yourself to be a little bit better every day. I want you to be a little bit better today compared to yesterday. And that means doing something difficult. So you can build new brain neuron patterns and new brain wiring. We need your full participation in this world, and you cannot do it with a burdened brain. You should be sharing your talents with the world. No excuses. Chiropractic, now that's my favorite topic, as if you don't notice. Chiropractic is a brain-intensive teaching method. Adjustments of the spine are my access points to your brain. When we boost the brain, you can disrupt unwanted patterns and instill preferred patterns. Profound is good too. You can keep the patterns you want to keep in your life. Patterns of healing, patterns of energy, patterns of positivity and optimism, patterns of proper heart function. These are all patterns in your brain. You teach your brain. Whatever you expose your brain to, it learns. It's that good. I teach you how to move your brain, feed your brain, and talk to your brain. And most importantly, prioritize the healing building response of your brain. Actually, the brain chooses what to heal first. So you may not be very patient in the beginning because everybody wants to get rid of their pain. But there are other organs and other parts of your circulation and nerve flow that has to be addressed before you can have the rebuilding that you want, the healing and rebuilding that you want. That's why we have to learn how to translate what the body needs at the moment. And you have to figure out what stage of brain activity are you in. So I teach you that. So your body protects itself and then it rebuilds itself. It's pretty wild, pretty awesome. The brain chooses. That's it. You can partner with your brain or you can be a drain on your own brain. So you choose. The brain chooses and then you decide how you want to support your brain. Anyway, everything the body does is correct for the situation. I teach you how to interpret the situation so you can be a partner, not a hindrance. In one world, everything is a health crisis, especially if you listen to the news media today. Then there's the chiropractic world. I invite you to join me in that world. You've already got the tools. I teach you how to be more proficient with those tools. These are the tools you were born with. Don't let them sit idle in the toolbox. Okay, enough of that. So, what are some of the things sick people don't do? Well, I have a handout for my practice members when they come into the office. It's called Strange Things Healthy People Do. Will you be the oddball? So I kind of twisted words around. And these are things sick people don't do. For whatever reason, I don't have to go and get specific, but some days I do want to be a little bit more boot campy and help people realize they're holding themselves back. They are in their own way. of effective healing and rebuilding. So remember, we move the brain, feed the brain, and we talk to the brain. And these are the things healthy people do. Number one, they use chiropractic as a maintenance routine. Once a week for life. Yep. Sometimes twice a week for life. I don't care. Whatever state your body is in, the more TLC you give it, tender loving chiropractic, give yourselves the TLC that you deserve. So once a week minimum for life, because it maintains positive brain patterns. There you go. There you have it. This is something healthy people do. Another thing is sleep. Consistent sleep hygiene habit. So there's a few more details that most people should be aware of. You should go to bed at the same time every night and get up at the same time every morning, even if it's a weekend, even if it's your day off. And other things, how to relax yourself before you go to bed, how to keep the thoughts from racing on your mind so you can actually have productive sleep. Your brain detoxifies itself in your sleep. Why would you deprive your brain of that? Another thing, movement. Exercise that is challenging enough to maintain muscle tone and remodel poorly adaptive posture from whatever habits were in your life or whatever old injuries you've had to deal with. We want to remodel anything that's been poorly adaptive over the years. So that is appropriate movement to help you maintain your movement. And movement of the spine energizes your brain. So let's keep it all moving. What else do healthy people do? They manage blood sugar with a ketogenic diet. Now, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. There are great resources on the internet how to do a ketogenic diet. And also, there's some nuances so you can individualize it for yourself. So if you want more information, ask me and I'll put you in the right direction. But also, as part of managing your blood sugar, also filling in the gaps, the nutrition gaps, with standard processed products, which are my favorite. Standard processed products are whole food concentrates that your body will actually absorb. And I don't know what can be absorbed. All the stuff on the store shelves, all the other stuff, I don't know if they can be absorbed. What they say on the label may be true, but it may not be something that works in your body or in any human body. So standard process is where I put my trust. And because the food supply is watered down, the soil is definitely damaged. We have never really put back into the soil what we took out. Honest and truly, we haven't. And that's why we need to fill in the gaps. I don't care if everything you eat is organic. Everything that touches your tongue, even if it's organic, you still need to fill in the gaps. And even organic food is exposed to pollution and other things. I hate to say it. That's sad. It's sad what we've done to our environment, but you've got to put it back, and that's how I approach it. Also, avoiding the drugs, the prescription drugs that kill your mitochondria. Because if you don't have enough mitochondria, you're not going to have enough energy. You need energy 24 hours a day. There are over-the-counter drugs that deplete your mitochondria. There are prescription drugs that deplete your mitochondria, and I bet if you're taking any prescription, I bet you there's a high chance it's something that is destroying your mitochondria. Not to mention some of the legal things that are out there. Mitochondria destroyers. So take a look at what you are taking, even if it's medical. Take a hard look at it and realize the double-edged sword that it is. Another thing healthy people do, they detox at least 2 to 4 times a year. Standard Process has a great doable program. Researched Nutritionals has a very doable program, and you can understand how they work and you can get access to those products through my office. What else do healthy people do? Well, they talk to their brain, and this is how they do it. They understand and acknowledge. All right. back again. Talking to your brain. This is what healthy people do. They acknowledge and assist their brain. They acknowledge how their brain transitions between the protection mode and the rebuilding mode. I teach that. Also, healthy people realize all body breakdown comes from an overutilized fight or flight response. I say that everything the body does is correct for the situation, yes, but eventually it's going to reach a point of exhaustion. We've got to nip that in the bud. We can't drag it out, take your body for granted, and just assume everything's going to work itself out. You've got to give back. TLC. Tender loving care, tender loving chiropractic. That's all there is to it. The last things healthy people do: live their purpose with meaningful activities. If you don't know what your purpose is, let's talk about it. I think that's a very important one. And if you're a little stuck on that or a little confused, let's talk. And then the last one, balance your time. Balance your activities, balance your relationships. So I'm not reinventing the wheel. Just putting things into some type of organized manner so your brain thrives, so you thrive, so you just have a full life. Check out the other videos. Look at the blog, createpurpose.com. And remember, we need your full participation in the world. We don't want to lose out on you. Share your talents with the world every day. Thanks a lot. Look for the next video.